right next to the orange box. All right, ready to go front view first. Yep, that way. So,
Am I good?
yeah, you're good right there. So looking straight at the weight rack. Okay, ready? So looking at these pictures, we've talked about this before, but kind of this varus stress out of your knee. So this little bow-legged position, the left ankle is in a more supinated position, or kind of that high arch where your foot rolls out. So this combination right here, you being a lefty, is going to impact the ability for you to get to that back hip. Okay. So if we can get your leg, or your knee, excuse me, to come more underneath your hip by adjusting that femur position, that'll allow you to more efficiently load that back hip, as well as getting this foot to have more contact with the floor is going to help with that stability portion.
Okay, that makes sense.
The other things, your hands are kind of pulled in front of your thighs here. Ideally, you want the sides of your hands to kind of face the outside of your leg.
So like this kind of?
I would say more kind of like right here,
Okay.
and yours is kind of pulling you forward. So that comes from your shoulder position, which we're going to see a little bit lower. Other thing, this left hip is just a little bit elevated, nothing too extreme, but that also is going to play a factor. So coming into these side views, you're really able to see that shoulder pulled forward, or kind of this hug motion right
That's
there.
why I get some tenderness kind of in the front of my shoulder.
So when this happens, that's going to impact the ability for you to load your scap and kind of get it back. So we have to work on getting this shoulder to pull back towards the green line. As that happens, that'll help you get better T-spine extension and mobility. The other things, pelvis is in just a little bit of a disparity. So if you look at the angle that your kind of waistline is taking, or right here, you see how this is relatively flat right here, but there's a little bit of an arch over here on this right side, and there's a steeper angle. So your two hips make up one pelvis, and they can tilt forward, right? Your left one, or excuse me, your right one right now is just tilted further forward, and that's kind of what's playing into that hip height or that left hip elevation. So as we get that into a more neutral position, that's going to help you in everything that you're trying to do. Other things that stick out is your ear is pretty close to this green line on the left side, but it's pretty far forward over here on the right. So you need to work on that just vertical loading of your body.
Okay, I see.
Okay. All right, let's start doing some exercise.